Вот, да, вот я о том же. Да не ной, все в порядке. Ну вот и вот и хорошо.
You look pale. Or is that also part of your act?
I didn't think you'd have the nerve to show yourself.
Ха-ха. Я помню, что случилось с Авентюрином все еще. И это немного грустно, потому что, ну, доктор Раци его предал маленько.
I thought this was exactly what you wanted. After all, I faithfully fulfilled my duties as you instructed. Just tell me if you can't hold on any longer.
So, the genius of the Council of Mundanites wants to be my Undertaker now. My, what an honor.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure the people at the Strategic Investment Department would love to be notified of your death in due time. But let's not forget, you won't be seeing them. Because
Подожди,
I'm the manager of this task.
подожди. Будут рады получить скорую весть о вашей смерти. И он до этого пытался себя убить постоянно.
Great. Then tell your people that Aventюрина is ready to go in 17 system hours.
Oh, you've got a lot of nerve. How exactly do you plan on completing your task while your hands are tied by the harmony?
My conversation with Sunday convinced me that there's a traitor in the family, and that they hold the secrets of Penacony. So, I took the opportunity to set everything in motion. I even managed to recover the gift money. Things haven't gone this smoothly since I walked through the doors of the Reverie. Now I'm only one step away from victory.
Sounds like a very elaborate way of saying that you failed.
Витиевато вы констатируете провал.
That's all I can say. Have you forgotten, Doctor? You betrayed me.
Что правда, то правда.
Go. Do what you must. I look forward to the sight of the IPC fleet surrounding Penacony. You've achieved what you desired, haven't you?
That's true, but what's your plan? Did you conceal an orbital support beacon in that gift money bag?
Well, who knows? Maybe that's why I'm handing out cash even when I'm about to bite the dust.
You are indeed a gambler. An insane one at that.
Maybe I am.
Fine. Here, take this. Open it when you're on your last legs. You'll
А что это
thank me.
такое?
What's this? Medical advice?
Он не скажет.
You catch on pretty fast, Doctor.
О, нет.
Asking me to solve a case without giving a single clue. How typical of you, you wing-headed scoundrel. But the way you're all on edge about that stowaway, it's just as I guessed it would be. As for now, let the rain of wealth from the IPC fall evenly on everyone.
Я чувствую его слегка бедным в этом плане. О, нет, откровение о заурядности. Перед советом врача доктор Раци советует вам не раскрывать его, пока не будете при смерти. Я не уверен, что мне тут драться с кем-то придется.
The world has truly lost its way.
Да, я тоже так думаю. Ну, возьми это.
You. Wait. I get it now. This is some sort of prank show, Rut. You must have some cameras set up around here to film yourself doing good deeds, right? You youngsters are always looking for a quick way to get an audience.
Oh, a great show will start soon, old man. But before that, I need to ask you something. Do you know where I can find death in this dream?
Ah, I see. Another fearless youngster looking for death, huh? Well, let me give you a piece of advice. Don't think you're the first one who's ever death. Not even remotely innovative. I bought it from Dr. Edward. He claimed it was some exclusive fancy stuff. Now, but the effects were awful. First, some monster covered in eyes stabs you in the gut. And then all you see are blurry glimpses of buildings and lights. The sky was spinning so fast it almost made me puke.
Is that all?
Ему дали таблетку, он ее принял и его проткнул многоглазый в живот монстр.
Yeah, what else can you expect? Don't put too much stock in the Penacony movie industry. They even call this junk groundbreaking
стоит
art.
тут.
What a joke. Well, I'll leave you be then. I hope you have a monster covered in eyes.
Да.
That sounds like the memory zone meme. But buildings and lights... I don't think those have anything
Подожди,
to
это
do with death.
ему дали воспоминания.
Well, that whole dream
этой
bubble was
смерти.
probably created using rumors and gossip. I can feel something inside my head. Is the harmony starting to kick in?
Да, и мне кажется, она вполне себе развлекается внутри твоей головы.
Would you be willing to support my performance? And keep the song of beauty alive in the cosmos?
Да, возьми вот эту диковинку.
Wow, how fabulous! But why would you give such a wonderful gift to a random stranger like me?
Well, you see, I can't bear to see anyone in this sweet dream suffering from poverty.
That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much, sir. If you ever get the chance, please, feel free to come by and indulge in my singing.
Да,
Sure
хорошо.
thing. Oh, by the way, do you happen to know anything interesting about death?
А, смерти?
Death? That's a pretty scary topic, and it doesn't really match the mood of this sweet dream.
Well, you see, I'm a tabloid reporter collecting ghost stories in Penacony. As you know, the more chilling stories, the more attention they get. Maybe you could help me out.
Well, if you're up for some gossip, it's not about death, but there have been some rumors about a guest at the reality hotel who fell into a deep sleep and didn't wake up.
Оу.
It was like they were in some sort of coma. Nobody knows what caused it, but luckily the customer eventually regained consciousness. Well, all customers are under the protection of the family, after all.
Thank you. This will make for a very juicy
Хранил
headline.
в себе.
May Shibe protect us? Unexplained coma. That's actually what happens to your body if your brain dies in dream. But unfortunately, the customer ended up waking up in the end.
Опери. А,
The disturbing voice in my head. It's getting closer.
A sip of liquor, a blissful reprieve, to drown 1,000 sorrows. Let worries leave. I know I have what it takes to become a poet.
Да, поэтому возьми
Оу.
вот это.
You?
Да.
Or are you just pitying me? Well, it really doesn't matter. As long as I have Soul Glad.
Это
You really
страшно.
shouldn't drink so much Soul Glad, my friend. It's not good for your health.
Да, да, да.
Oh. Maybe I really should quit. But not before meeting the devil of Soul Glad.
Он про белку?
The devil of Soul Glad? Care to elaborate?
Yeah,
Морской конек с длинной шеей.
It's a seahorse with a long neck. They say it loves to appear to drunk people, especially the ones who are passed out on the side of the road. How funny.
Yeah. Doesn't everyone have to go through so much torment before joining the family? Darn it. Now I just want to dig out my brain and use it as evidence.
О, ему настолько неприятно.
Take care, my friend. If you ever find yourself in danger,
Вот это он
remember that
эпично
the
выглядит,
hounds
конечно.
are always ready to help.
Это точно непись? Охренеть! Держи.
You don't look good, my friend. If you need assistance, I can contact the hotel and have them wake you up forcefully.
Нет!
That won't be necessary. I have some business to attend to.
Она
But
приближается,
thank you
что
all
ли?
the same.
Ладно, это анимация, но ее стало больше, мне кажется.
All right, then. If you ever need help, don't...
Well, actually, I do need a favor. As the most outstanding hound in Penacony, have you come across any stowaways recently?
Stowaways? How could there be stowaways in Penacony? We've
А,
never
он не
had
скажет,
anything like
конечно,
that
правду.
before.
All right. Good luck with your work then. What was I even thinking?
Да, они ни за что ничего не скажут. Держись, дружище, все будет хорошо. Когда ты умрешь.
You want to talk to me? Sure, but nothing too sensitive, okay?
Хорошо, хорошо. Возьми вот это.
Wealthy people have fancy ways to enjoy this dream. But to be honest, I've never seen anyone who gives out money to others like you.
А, не... У меня есть свои причины. Я щедрый.
So, are you trying to be the prince from the tale, handing out his gold leaf garment and melting his lead heart in the fire?
Как проницательно.
I'm flattered. I'm no prince, and I just thought these gems would help you speak. So,
Нет, он
as an
сразу себя
investigative
принизил.
reporter, maybe you've heard something about death?
О, да.
Another curious soul. I see. Well, that was actually the topic I was most into when I entered the industry. But my boss shut it down.
Это обидно, потому что мне бы пригодилась некоторая информация, которая у тебя есть.
How did your boss talk you out of it?
Well, she simply said, covering baseless urban legends like that would make us look like some third-rate tabloid.
Ну
I
да.
thought about it, and she had a point. Reporting on stuff like blowing out birthday candles and getting spooked by nightmare ghosts isn't exactly professional material.
Guess she's got a point. Thank you for sharing.
Все меньше и меньше информации. Все реально становится хуже.
Were you wanting to talk to me?
Возьми и говори.
A gift? For me?
Все нормально.
Yes,
Да,
it's
собирай.
for you. Just take it.
Is this for real? Someone is actually giving me a gift. Not for my parents, but for me.
Да,
Thank you.
возрадуйся.
No, it's not much. I just want to ask you something.
I knew it. What's on your mind? Are you trying
Нет,
to...
мне не интересно.
Neither. I just wanted to know if you've ever heard about death in the...
Oh, you sound just like my father. Always warning me about danger, even in
Мне
dreams.
все равно твой раз.
He's an Intellitron, so his dream entry methods are different from us organics. Can't count on him to protect me if something does go haywire. Funny, right now I'm still under his protection. How ironic.
Hey, stay positive. Gold will always shine one day, right? The devil of Soulglad, dangers in the dream, and nightmare ghosts. Well, surely death is a popular topic in this sweet...
Ах,
Remember what I said. You Sigonians are better off hiding in the sewers.
как ты
Look at
смеешь?
you, snooping around and sticking your nose everywhere. Is the smell of death so enticing, my fine fellow?
Oh, it's you, masked fool. I should have guessed it. You're the imposter who appeared on TV after Robin's death, right?
I heard you got caught by the family. I gave you a clear clue. Befriend a mute. Simple and straightforward, you know? And what did you do? You messed it up and ended up as their prisoner. I told you to make friends with a mute, not become one yourself. You really let me down.
Так вышло. Точнее
What do you
надо.
mean?
You know better than I do. Who watched the little songbird that couldn't sing perish right before their eyes? You did, Blondie.
Певчая птица, не способная петь. Робин, к слову... Робин, к слову, немая.
No, I mean... What did you mean by becoming one myself?
Well, it means you'll soon end up like her, unable to speak ever again.
Нет, только не это.
But it's a good thing if you ask me, because...
Because I'm getting closer to the truth, right?
Oh?
Нет.
Why else do you think I'm handing out cheap trinkets all over the streets, fool? All part of the act. Fool's bait. The more pathetic I seem, the more likely you'll come sniffing around. So, now that I've drawn you out, will you reward me with an answer for my efforts?
А почему там огонь?
Why should I help you?
Мы друзья.
Don't you want to see Penacony descend into... chaos? Well, I can make that happen. I just need an answer to one question. Back then, when you asked me to find a mute, did you really mean Robin?
За нами наблюдает...
And what if I say no?
нами наблюдает воскресенье.
Then I'll thank you. Oh, the word no has never sounded so pleasing.
Well done. I admit I underestimated you, but what difference would it make? Let me tell you something. There were two mutes, but one is dead now, and the other, though he's still in Penacony, I'm afraid you'll never find him again.
Ага, то есть Зарянка не единственная анимая.
Now I'm completely sure that I was on the right track from the beginning and never strayed, fool. Right now, there are only two things missing from my grasp. The meaning behind the truth, and the means to expose it.
How impressive. That's quite a fancy way of saying I haven't learned anything so far.
Блин.
Not exactly. I've gathered enough clues to prove its existence, and that's enough for me. As for the answers to my questions, I'll find them within 16 system hours.
Да, уже час.
Oh, really? Only 16 system hours? Well, let me lend you a hand. Here you
Давай.
go. This is my precious, mutually assured distraction button, and I have one just like it. When either of us presses it, the other and the whole of Penacony will go up in smoke.
Я бы сразу
If you're
нажал.
really so desperate for the IPC to take over Penacony, blowing up the chessboard isn't a bad idea. Start from scratch. That's where the IPC excels, right?
Почему не нажать сразу?
Just press the button when you're at your wit's end. And of course, feel free to reach out to me for my hospice care too.
Я хочу нажать на нее сейчас.
Oh, a deadly button, huh? Well, I guess the family didn't take your threat seriously at all. Otherwise, how on earth did you manage to bring it in here?
I have my own ways. That's all you need to know.
Она...
Well, I'm afraid I'll have to decline your offer. Who knows if your little gadget will actually work. By the way, I have no plans to search for the other mute friend you speak of, but it's good to hear that he's still here in Penacony. I'll handle the rest myself. I'll orchestrate a grand finale for the downfall of the family. And at the climax, the walls will crumble, people will wake up, and those who couldn't speak will find their voices again. When that time comes, go ahead, press the button, light up the sky with a magnificent fireworks display for me.
Farewell.
Catch you later, fool.
You're still talking big. But sure, if that happens, I'll stay true to my word. Just don't let me down now, okay?
Какая-то она... Что с ним?
So, number 35. You're back. Like your new lucky charm?
Can a commodity code really be considered a lucky charm?
Silence! I didn't give you permission to speak, you Sigonian hound.
Грубо.
The guys in black didn't say much, so I've no idea what you did to save your skin in that massacre back in the day. But I figured you must have had good luck, so I bought you. From now on, you and your good luck are my assets. Are we clear? Your first task is simple. In addition to you, I've purchased 34 other slaves. Go and play a game with them. You came out alive after 2 days. It proves that you are the real deal.
You're insane.
Testing out if you're a good product.
Aren't you worried that the money you spent on me will go to waste?
I've got stacks on stacks, Blondie. The slave market is never short of self-righteous brats like you. But you look good, and that's why many customers are betting their fortunes on a scrawny brat like you. So go along now and don't let your master down.
How much did you spend?
What?
My price. How much did you pay?
Huh. You really want to know? Well, it was
16
60
медиков.
tanba. No more, no less.
I'll take my chances. 30 tanba. If I come back alive, you'll give me 30 tanba. Deal.
Are you trying to strike a bet with me? Oh, you've got some guts. Yeah, sorry, but that won't do. Don't forget your place, slave. You're just a chip. A life thrown away in someone else's hands. Either you come back with more chips for your master, or you never come back. It's all or nothing. Don't embarrass me, my lucky hound.
Грубо, неприятно, грустно, отвратительно. Возвращаемся к первопроходцу.
What brings you here, Gallagher?
Some friends from the old days. Do you have a moment to spare, Siobhan?
Oh, I have the whole day to spare. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dream Jolt Hostelry.
Снеси путь.
This bar offers a wide variety of drinks, but we draw the line at Soul Glad. Why settle for ordinary when you can experience extraordinary? We're dedicated to serving up nothing but pure joy and laughter. What would you like to drink? I'll whip it up for you.
Oh, look! A lady as cool as Serval!
Сервал! Думаю, это и есть сервал.
Who's Serval? Will you, introduce me to her? Huh?
Oops. She's
Позже.
heard us.
Позже.
Just spare them, my esteemed bartender. I'll take over the bar today. I'm getting up there in age, and I need some practice before I forget the skills that used to put food on my table. Where did you stash the ingredients?
They're all under the counter. Since our guests have traveled from afar, shouldn't you whip up some special drinks?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Hey, my friends, do me a favor. Go around the bar and bring me any ingredients you fancy. The discussion might take quite some time, so I'll prepare some customized, non-alcoholic drinks for you.
In the bar? But aren't all the ingredients right there
У
on the
нее пропал
counter?
только что голос.
Why, we're in a dream, my lovely lady. You can help yourself to anything if you wish for it. Comfort, hunger, confusion, or even boredom. It's all within reach, right at your fingertips.
Oh, did you hear that? She just called me my lovely lady.
О,
Even in reality, mixing drinks is more than just throwing ingredients together. A bartender needs to capture the bar's atmosphere, master technique, and spin a tale of mystery and anticipation.
Only then can a perfect drink crafted with a customer's life story be created.
yeah.
In other words, what you get from your drink is down to luck, so don't overthink it. Indecisiveness has no place when it comes to enjoyment.
Ладно. Как мне выбрать ингредиенты?
Me will become the talk of Penacony, a shining
Чего
light
он?
into
Ты
every
нужна
corner.
мне.
As you see, I'm entertaining my guests. Don't make me repeat myself.
Fine. If you don't come along, I'll just sit here and not go
Один газированный напиток,
anywhere
сладкий
else.
с двойной порцией льда.
Just one moment.
What's her deal? We can't discuss the case with other people hanging around the bar.
Hey, can you do that clockwork trick of yours again?
I've seen it.
Когда
The
мы
whole
стояли
the
на одной
crowd is
сцене,
going wild.
воздух наполнял
Applause
аромат
crashing
ириса,
like
звучала прекрасная
waves. The
мелодия,
aroma of
ленты, вкус
irises
слаще
I've
меда.
seen.
Был
That scene
картина,
countless
очаровывает, поэтому ради
times
ее к той
in
жизни,
my...
несмотря ни на что.
Want to raise a glass?
Бокал за
My
мою
attentive.
несбыточную мечту.
Well, talking to you has got me feeling a bit down.
О, они о чем-то разговаривают,
My
да.
thoughts are swirling. Maybe I should... Here's the payment for the drink.
Amaki has left? That's good for her. Radiant dreams may be enticing, but they're nothing more than dreams. Her drink is on the house. Please, when you're ready, go to Gallagher.
Да-да-да, хорошо. У них явно что-то было. Привет.
That being said, mixing a drink is way simpler than you'd imagine. So go ahead, explore the...
Просто
Nice work.
ингредиенты.
You
Я
found
буду
some
брать.
interesting ingredients there. Now, take your pick. Each drink has its own unique flavor, and the base ingredient sets the tone for the initial...
Что в основу? Что в основу? Реальное творение Пенакони. Здесь как успокоительное, не вызывает привыкания и не надо. Дарит легкое ощущение без... Это что? Пш! Вот это, давайте.
You won't find a sweeter drink anywhere in Penacony. And that's what today's dream seekers crave. Now that you've chosen the base, it's time to pick the adjunct. The ingredient that'll create a marvelous chemical...
Какую добавку? Рецепт ва-банк. Говорят. Давай попробуем это.
Bright future. A taste that's been a long time coming. I'll
Сладкое,
never
светлое
forget the
будущее.
flavor that danced on my tongue as Mikhail whisked me through the dreamscape wilderness. Those were haunting times. Too beautiful to be real.
Я знаю только двух Михаилов. Это Миша и Михаил, который был в том сне. Какой-то мальчик кричал постоянно: «Михаил, не оставляй меня! Михаил, где ты?» Узнать больше.
Mikhail.
Да, Михаил.
Almost there. Let's pick a decoration. Which...
Онные кружки.
The IPC's favorite. Ambitious, aren't you? Well, it's done.
Что у меня вышло?
Here's to you, Dream Seeker, with this glass of El Dorado.
Эльдорадо? Это Эльдорадо, потому что я сделал для себя Эльдорадо, или потому что... Прикольно.
To golden dreams.
Well done, Gallagher. You're not over the hill yet.
Я скрафтил Эльдорадо.
So, are you satisfied?
Oh, the flavors. They're way more sophisticated
Больше не
than
наливай
Soul
ей.
Glad.
The richness and layers of these flavors are a masterpiece, especially with the adjuncts. I can taste this. I'm not entirely sure what it all means. Maybe Mr. Gallagher can shed some light on it.
Well, if you're expecting a profound answer, I'm afraid I'll disappoint you. The imagery it implies is pretty straightforward. It's just a glimpse of what this dream truly tastes like. Nothing more.
Does this true taste have anything to do with that, Mikhail?
Ну вот... Михаил. Я слышал это имя.
Yeah, that name does sound familiar. When you got knocked out by that masked fool girl, I think I heard someone calling that name.
Да.
Do you remember?
I was right about you. You guys seem to know quite a
Ты
bit.
есть тот самый
And
мальчик,
now there's
да?
no reason to hide anything from you anymore.
Он тот самый мальчик.
Let's dig deeper into the case. And of course, I'll tell you a story about Mikhail.
Давай.
All right. Let's start with what we know based on the clues the family has. It seems that Firefly isn't a local or an invited guest. In other words, she's a stowaway.
Да, мы это знаем.
She managed to fool me at first. My age must be getting the best of me. But here on the planet of festivities, stowaways are a common sight. You're bound to run into one sooner or later. After the incident, the hounds wasted no time searching for that girl in both the dreamscape and reality. But here's the thing. We only received bad news, and the trickiest kind at that. She simply vanished,
Тезла.
leaving no trace in the dreamscape or reality, as if she had never come to Penacony at all.
Huh? Does that mean...
Может, все не так?
Different? Are you suggesting that girl wasn't actually killed? Come on, aren't you a witness in this case? Let me be frank. This case, actually, is unlike anything the Bloodhound family has dealt with before.
Dealt with before, so death does happen in Penacony,
Да,
if I
конечно,
understand
бывает.
correctly.
You've witnessed it, so there's no need to hide. Even the shiniest city has its dark side. We're all adults here. Surely I don't need to explain too much to you. Confronting the family based on that alone would be naive. Death may occur in sweet dreams. So what? Such events are highly unlikely and only affect a tiny number of people.
Тот квест с женщиной, что спрыгивает с крыши. И слова Авентюрину, что есть те, кто просто прыгают. Их больше нет.
If you really want to delve deeper into this case, you need to understand the true problem with the family.
Oh.
I guess it's time to tell the story of that Mikhail.
You're very perceptive. The Astral Express has received that music box too, right? Do you know the secrets it holds?
There's a message. Witness the impossible in the realm of dreams. Find the legacy of the Watchmaker, father of Penacony, and thus the answer to the question, why does life slumber?
That's the exact wording.
Hey, why are you laughing? Wait, did you write it? It's quite poetic.
No, but I'm the officer in charge of this case, so how could I not know? I'm sure you must have noticed that this message didn't come from the family. You might have even guessed that the relationship between the family and the watchmaker isn't as close as it seems.
Да, потому что часовщик имеет связь с освоением, а семья с гармонией.
That's just our speculation. Actually, it's hard to believe that the father of Penacony and its actual managers are at odds.
Now I can assure you that your speculation is absolutely correct. The family has considered the watchmaker an enemy for a long time, but the hounds haven't been able to track him down, as he seems to be living only in the characters and
Подожди, он
stories he
второй
created.
немой? Второй немой? Или первый немой, если быть конкретным?
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why the family allowed the watchmaker to send out such a ridiculous message to the outside world, inviting you here and causing chaos?
Я не думал об этом.
So, you want to seize this opportunity to expose the watchmaker?
Well, now you understand why the Oak family authorized the Nameless to assist in the investigation, but kept you in the dark, right? Because the Watchmaker is not the legend of the Land of the Dreams at all. He's the most shameful stain in the history of Penacony, and he's the root cause of all the anomalies in the dreamscape.
Да уж. Как это касается Михаила, он и есть
You
часовщик.
don't get it? Well, I mean,
Он и есть.
Mikhail, the betrayer of the family,
Он и есть часовщик.
he's the Watchmaker.
Подожди. Михаил и Миша — это одно и то же имя. Миша и есть Михаил?
Here we are, Clock Studios theme park, the most popular entertainment center in Penacony.
Wait, aren't we supposed to be discussing the watchmaker? I would have expected you to take us to maybe a library or an archive room of sorts. But an amusement park?
The culture of a city reflects its history in the most authentic way. To you, it's a fun place. But to me, it's a prison for the planet's past.
Да, звучит правдоподобно.
You know that Penacony used to be the IPC's prison planet, right? All the prisoners were brought here, helping the Garden of Recollection salvage the leaking memoria from the macrovoid. The prolonged exposure to high concentrations of memoria caused a unique phenomenon. The dreams of countless prisoners intersected and overlapped, and people started meeting each other in their dreams, living lives that were almost identical to reality. But everything has a price, and sweet dreams are no exception. In the end, the dream world was unable to alleviate the suffering of prisoners in reality. One of the prisoners broke free from the IPC shackles and fought for freedom. He is Hanu, the great leader of Dreamville, the great peacemaker, and the faithful companion of the underdogs.
Стоп. Я помню... Подожди, там был... Оу. Я помню прохождение ивента предыдущего с Хану, где тот из тюрьмы выбегал и требовал с людьми всякую фигню. Это документалка?
History is always written by the winners. However, it's undeniable that Clocky is an animation that draws from Penacony's actual history.
Вот. Подожди, она настолько большая, учитывая, что она настолько долгая. Часик — это часовщик, верно?
These characters not only exist in Dreamville, but also in the distant past. Once you realize this, you'll understand why we're here.
There are so many members of the Bloodhound family around here.
Капелька.
They just received a lockdown order, supposedly from Sunday himself. Who knows what it's for?
Так, я поставлю паузу.